What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some awesome information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we're starting off with a potential huge hacking judgment settlement for Nintendo in the tune of a cool $2 million. Cue the Dr. Evil theme here. So Nintendo may be getting a $2 million judgment in a hacking related case. You know, Nintendo has a tireless, endless, and relentless fight against hacking when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. There's only so much they can do, but it does seem like they do got a little bit of a small victory here. It's not like they need the $2 million or anything, but it's to send a statement, a message, or something like that. So there was a story a while back about Nintendo coming after an online retailer who was selling a product that allowed Switch owners to play pirated games, which is definitely illegal there. At least Nintendo's thinking that. Now, Nintendo sent the company one of those Nintendo Ninja cease and desist, you better stop or we're sending our ninjas over to your place. And then they followed that up with a big lawsuit. Now, the lawsuit is pretty much at the end here, and it looks like Nintendo is going to be up a lot of coins. Look like Mario's collecting those gold coins in this case. Now, as it stands at this point, the retailer Uber Chips, I think that's how you say it, correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong, will have to pay up to $2 million to Nintendo in damages due to the sales of the hacking product. Now, there's also a permanent injunction, all right? This is forever at this point, unless another judge can overturn this, that orders Uber Chips to destroy, like straight up set aflame, crash, do whatever they need to do, but destroy any digital files or physical devices that infringe upon Nintendo's copyrights, and the company can no longer sell similar products moving forward. So not only did they like say, hey, we're gonna come in and just basically super stomp all of your normal inventory, you're gonna have to destroy it yourself, but hey, anything else that you can potentially think of, your scientists or whatever in the future, yeah, you've got to not do that as well, essentially crushing their business. They're gonna have to completely disband whatever that is and then start something up again fresh and new and hope Nintendo doesn't go after them again. But if they do find that it's the same people, there could be very serious legal complications with that. So they pretty much destroyed these people's hacking careers or futures or business or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it's a pretty big deal. I mean, it's not anything that's like, oh my gosh, Nintendo needed the money, because it's not about the money. It's a principle thing, and it's a Nintendo don't mess with our system thing, and it's also to send a message to other people that no, you can't do this and sell this and expect us not to send the legal ninjas after you. So it's just another thing that Nintendo has done, fight the piracy that is going on the Nintendo Switch, man, and that's good for them. You know, once again, it's just something that Nintendo obviously has a nice pool of money to go after these type of people. And it's interesting that the Uber Chips company didn't just say, all right, we're done, you know, and that was that. You know, like they should have just said, we're done, that was that, and closed shop and closed down everything. It should have never even went as far as it did. I'm not sure what they were thinking, but hey, it is what it is on that front. So what do you guys think about this when it comes to Nintendo bodying these people, it seems like, in court here? And basically them, you know, not being able to actually produce any more of their hacking chips or anything like that for the Switch. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, now moving on to the next topic here. It looks like a fan favorite game is getting a nice restock just in time for the sequel. And yes, I am talking about Atelier Ryza Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout is getting a physical restock on Amazon, which is very good news because the resale value for this game had ballooned up past the $100 plus amount on the Nintendo Switch, and I think also on the PlayStation 4. Atelier, this game with Ryza, I know Koei Tecmo had no idea it was going to be as popular as it was. I don't think they printed as many copies as they should have initially, and it pretty much blew out all of their expectations, considering Atelier games have problems reaching like 200, 300,000 units worldwide. This one did 500,000 units plus worldwide, digital and physical. So it blew away all their own expectations for what they were going to do for a game. Hence why we have a sequel already coming. They're like, we got to take advantage of this. But it's really good that they're going to be getting some restocks going. So if you do want to play the game and you want it physically, of course it's available on the digital eShop, you will be able to purchase a copy of it. Now, we do not have a date on when the restocks are going to become available. So just make sure you follow me on Twitter, guys. Just so you can get the latest updates on that. I know I'll be on top of it because I missed out on a physical copy. Shout outs to Koei Tecmo. They did send me a digital copy of the game to cover and play, and I've talked about Atelier Ryza so many times on my streams. It is a phenomenal game. I do love the battle system, and Atelier Ryza 2 looks just as good, if not even better, than the original game. I think they even did things better with the combat in the game. So if you haven't tried it out yet and you wanted a physical copy, well, your chance is coming up here to snag one of those physical copies. We do not have a stock allocation in terms of how much they will have, so we're gonna have to wait on that. There was no information on that, no information on when it's coming, but I'm guessing that it will be in October, just because the new game's coming out in December, so you probably want to get people hyped up, whatever, have the game. So I'm guessing it's going to be sometime in October. There will be restocks for the game. We're pretty much just starting off the October at the beginning so far, so I think this is going to be pretty cool what's going on here with the physical restocks. And I need to get a Switch copy. I need to get a PS4 copy. I kind of want both. I have not played the PS4 version of the game. It definitely looks and runs a bit better than the Switch version of the game, although the Switch version is really good, and that portable play is absolutely sweet. I wish they would have done something to where there's like some cross saves going on or whatever the case is, but I know that's difficult to kind of set up and put together. But either way, I am happy about the restock going on, and I'm very excited to get into Atelier Ryza 2 as well once that launches here in the West. So what are you guys' thoughts on Atelier Ryza Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout getting a physical restock on Amazon? Any of you guys planning on picking this one up this time around? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the final topic here. It looks like Nintendo is dominating in the land across the pond from the US here. Yeah, it looks like it. So Nintendo Switch, Super Mario 3D AllStars, taking dual ones at the top of the UK charts for September 2020. Obviously, the UK is gearing up for the big launches of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. Still, it's good to see the Nintendo Switch doing some work in before the next generation systems do come out to join the Switch in the 9th gen here. So, JFK Entertainment has released the September 2020 sales data for the UK, and Nintendo came out on top, pretty much dominating all things here. You can check out this breakdown. We're going to go over it. We have some bullet points provided by Go Nintendo, so shout outs to Go Nintendo on that one. So over 1.07 million physical games were sold in September 2020. The top game of the month was Super Mario 3D AllStars. Super Mario 3D AllStars is the second fastest selling Mario platformer release in series history, just behind Super Mario Odyssey, which is of course very impressive considering these are older games put together compared to all the new games that have released and stuff. So that's very impressive. 32.3% of all physical games sold in the UK during September were Nintendo published titles. So Super Smash Brothers, Pokemon, Mario, all of these games, 32%. That's a nice chunk there. That's pretty good. 41.7% of all physical games sold in the UK during September were for the Nintendo Switch. Now, Switch was the best-selling console, moving 146,000 units for that month. And you can kind of see a little bit in terms of just the scale, right? Compared to, like, let's say Japan, where Nintendo can move up to that amount or near that amount in a week compared to in a month. But once again, Japan is much bigger in terms of overall people than just the UK by itself. Now, Nintendo Switch sales are up 90% compared to the same period in 2019. So year on year, it's up 90%. That is what they call a knockout, a KO. You definitely want to go up 90% every single year. And especially considering people were so upset with some of the lineup this year and saying there was no games to play, but it seems like that completely flew in an opposite direction from what people were buying. This has been one of Nintendo's, if not Nintendo's, best year with the Switch when it comes to software and hardware sales. I definitely think it's their best year so far. They had to up their forecast according to that report, maybe even up to 30 million Nintendo Switches for the fiscal year from April to April of next year, from March to March of next year. So crazy stuff there as well. Now, you guys are seeing a top 20 software, which I'll put up for you guys here. Super Mario 3D All-Stars did outsell Marvel's Avengers, the big super AAA game. Square Enix put into everything, spend all this money, blah, blah, blah. You guys know the deal. Yeah, it actually outsold that, which is just crazy to see considering the PS4 still has a sizable lead install base. But then again, Marvel Avengers isn't that great of a game too, so you also have to factor that in. Super Mario 3D All-Stars is a better game, but once again, it's good to see that. We see some other Switch titles and everything, you know, Minecraft, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Animal Crossing, of course, cannot forget Animal Crossing doing its thing. Super Mario Odyssey actually got a little bit of a boost too because of Super Mario 3D All-Stars, especially for the people that are just first getting into Mario. Maybe they want to play that, like, okay, Super Mario 3D All-Stars is pretty good, but let's play the newest one if they hadn't bought it yet. Ring Fit Adventure, of course, was pretty good, and even Paper Mario the Origami King still there in the top 20, so not bad overall. Once again, UK, they're bracing for the next gen, which is why the numbers are a little bit lower on the end for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but still very good to see Nintendo have these numbers here, and there should be some good numbers too, even while next gen comes out, because Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is coming out as well. Plus, we got Pikmin 3 coming up here too, so it should be pretty good. So what are you guys' thoughts on all the different news that we talked about today? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Check out the links in the description. We've got Twitter. Go and give us a follow on there. Stay up to date on all latest gaming news and information. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next one. Peace.